Hi there, I'm Charlie DeShulo, aka DJ Cheddar, on 91.5 with my boy Eyeflo. How you doing, man?
What's happening? What's the deal, bro? What's going on with it, man?
I'm chilling. Thank you so much for coming on. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me, man. The honor is mine.
So I just have a few questions for you. So, how long have you been rapping for, professionally?
Professionally?
Yes.
3 years. I've been rapping like since I was like 14.
Okay.
But professionally 3 years, I would say.
So what made you want to start rapping?
My first memories are music. I remember being like 2 and asking my mom if I could say a swear because Tupac was rapping. My mom was real big on Tupac. She was really big on music. A lot of my earliest memories are riding around with her, listening to a lot of music. Lauryn Hill, Mary J, DMX. I've always had a big infatuation with music, and it won't ever go away. So rap is what spoke to me the most. Not that I can't sing, but I don't sing. And rap is just what called me, man. I do spoken word too, but rap is just something about a flow in a pocket.
So do you produce your music as well, or do you just stick to rapping?
I rap. I have one of my bros, my brother Clockwise. He's actually my producer, my main producer. I'm working with several other producers as well. Shout out to my man Andrell. Shout out to my man Devo. But I don't have the ability to make beats yet. I hear it here in my mind. I hear it, and sometimes I'm able to cook up alongside the producers. But no, I don't actually hands-on make the beats. No, not yet.
What made you start recording your music? I mean, you said that you were rapping from an early age, but was there anything to make you start recording it?
I used to play around a little bit in high school. I was a mentor to kids, so we had a music program, a media program. So I would do it for fun with the kids, but on my own merit, I would rap all the time. I was freestyling all the time. I would begin to write verses and things like that. I got to a point just after a lot of smoke sessions in the whip, a lot of fishbowl days, and a lot of smoky nights, man. I just got to the point where it's like, I do this so much, why not actually make a time capsule and start really gathering what I'm doing, so that way people can hear it and I can hear it, I can appreciate it, because I know it's real, I know it's authentic and it's raw. So I just wanted to start hearing myself, not to sound narcissistic, but I know the music that I make and that I'm capable of making that people want to hear, because there's a nostalgic feeling from it, and I wanted to spread it to everybody. I make real pain music. I want everyone to feel my pain, and I want people to relate to me. And even if it's not relating to me, just relate to what I'm saying. You know what I mean? So
yeah, that's totally fair, man. So
yeah.
Do you still freestyle, or do you mostly just write?
Nah, I won't say always. Now, kind of how things have been going, I'm more organized. So now most of my time I'm spending trying to facilitate and organize and orchestrate a song versus just chilling and freestyling, but I always make time.
Which do you find easier, freestyling or writing?
Freestyling, for me.
Why?
A lot of people always said writing's easier for them. Mm-hmm. For me, just because I know what I want to say, and it's just fun. I always have fun with it. I think I've always just been pretty decent at it. I won't call myself good at it. I'll let whoever has heard me freestyle say I'm good, but it's just something I was always comfortable doing.
That's fair. That's totally fair, man.
Yeah, man.
So you said that you used to listen to a lot of Tupac as a kid. Do you have any other inspirations for your music, or was Tupac the main inspiration?
Tupac, for me, ironically enough, my mom was a big Tupac head. My mom loves Tupac. She gave me a Biggie CD when I was about 10 or 11 years old, and that's who taught me how to rap. Biggie is literally who taught me how to rap. Listening to him and the pockets he had and everything, that's who taught me how to rap. So Biggie's definitely one of my biggest influences. Busta Rhymes, without question. And Kendrick. I have many influences, bro. I'm from the East Coast. I love hip hop. So the Lost Boys, MF Doom, and I won't lie to you, the 80s influenced me. Before I was rapping, I was beatboxing.
So do you still beatbox?
No. And you know why? Because sometimes when I beatbox, I know I don't have it like I used to, and I know I'm insulting the people who still do it actively.
Okay, that's fair.
I can still kick something and someone could rap over it. Like I'm still efficient, but I used to be so elite. I was elite at one point in time.
Okay.
And the problem is like people my age, I'll say. When I say we, I'll say cause I'm 28. I'll say people 26, 27 and up. When we were like 14, 15, we didn't realize how, like, we were just starting to take pictures and shit. We didn't know how crazy and how evolutionized pictures and selfies and videos.
Do you mean with like your phone?
Like things like that. And I mean, we didn't have the phones now. Like iPhone came out when I was about 14, 15.
Okay.
So before then and around that time, like a lot of the shit I was doing wasn't captured, but I knew I was nice. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so, but yeah, I was really fucking dope at beatboxing. But I say that let me tie back into the influences. Basically the 80s, the Fat Boys were a big influence on me.
Okay.
Biz Markie, rest in peace. And then Rakim, Big Daddy Kane, LL Cool J.
So if you could meet any artist, whether they're dead or alive, and just have dinner with them or smoke or drink, who would it be and why?
Michael Jackson.
Why?
He's the greatest. Because he was good, but it's because he worked hard. It was like how Michael Jordan and Mayweather, like, they don't sleep. Like, when you're sleeping, they're working. That's how he was.
Okay.
So, not that I need help with getting that mindset, but just getting that mindset with the creative tweaks and the game that he has. You have to remember how much game that dude had too. Like, he came up in the Motown era, so he had Berry Gordy, Diana Ross, Stevie Wonder, Marvin. He had all these people around him, bro. Like, the game that he has is just stupid.
You said you're from Brockton and Boston, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So how did
Brockton, yeah.
Okay, so how did living in Brockton sort of impact your music career and your sound?
Okay, so I used to live in Brockton when I was young. Then I moved to Randolph. I'm from Boston, moved to Brockton at young, then I moved to Randolph.
Okay.
And then the thing about me living in Randolph is my family lives in Boston. So my Randolph days, majority of the time I was in Boston on the weekends. I wasn't even out here. So so I would say living out here when I was younger, I just remember how it wasn't as hectic as Boston, but there was a concern. Like my mom, you know what I'm saying? Like there was my mom had a more of a hold on me when we lived out here versus when I got to Randolph, she was a little bit more chill. I would say my real musical influences come from Boston and Randolph more than Brockton.
Okay.
I didn't spend too much time in Brockton growing up. I spent a lot of time in Boston and I lived in Randolph. So I would say they just shaped who I am. They just shaped my story. They didn't really, because what I just saw, just the environment, you know, it was more environmental. If that's the influence, I don't really think I am bigger than where I am. So not to say my environment doesn't have an impact on me. It does for sure, because I won't say I'm a product of my environment, but I'm a part of my environment. Mm-hmm. So it definitely has influence on some of the stories I tell.
What do you mean?
Just because just being outside, I remember just you know, when you hear about who gets killed, like, I don't know how it is in Lowell, but people in Boston die literally overstepping on sneakers. Like, people have gotten killed over your shoes getting stepped on, bro. Like, for real. Yeah. In real time.
It's unfortunate.
Not even like how they had the killing for the sneakers in the line. No, bro. Someone stepped on your sneakers and it was over. You know what I'm saying? That's a different type of understanding. It puts you in a certain mindset. It makes you think a certain way. It makes you be prepared in a certain way. It causes you to just be alert in a certain way. And then Randolph was very diverse, so it taught me how to be amongst people. Not amongst a crowd, but amongst people overall. That's where a lot of my orator skills come from. I was actually the class orator in high school at Randolph High when I graduated. I gave a speech at my graduation.
Wow.
Public speaking has always been something I was into. So Randolph definitely taught me how to be amongst a diverse group of people. There is everything out there. It's like that in Boston too. Very just diverse. So I know how to understand cultures. I don't have to understand one culture. I can identify with my culture, but understand a variation of cultures in the process.
Okay, so you think that helps you make music that appeals to the masses?
Yeah, because because some of the things I might say, you might be from Turkey, and you might be able to understand it. If you can understand English and you listen to hip hop and you listen to my music, you might be able just to comprehend and relate and feel some of the things I say. What you know about the pain? See the sunshine, but we only feel the rain. The madness in the way make it hard to maintain. Heart in one ear and the other is the brain. Try not to go insane. Like, that's pain. It doesn't matter where the pain comes from. Could be from a breakup. Could be from death.
Yeah, pain is universal.
You know what I mean? Just things like that. So, yeah.
So you mentioned how you love, or how you can tolerate public speaking, which is sometimes hard for a lot of people.
Yeah,
so
I've heard that too many times.
Yes, exactly. So similar to public speaking is sort of performing live. That's how I met you. It was at the Terminology show.
Yes, sir.
So can you tell me about your first performance ever?
Okay, since you asked me earlier on when I started rapping professionally, my first professional performance was when my brother Move Like Zay, he's a dancer, well-known dancer, respected dancer, had a show, him and my homie Jabs. They had a show called The Labs, a showcase for artists, dancers, poets, singers, rappers, etc. And the funny thing about that story is I wasn't supposed to go first, and I ended up going first because somebody, I won't say who, was nervous.
Okay.
And I took that personal because, just like I told you, ironically enough, in the elevator, I'm not somebody you want to have open the show.
Yeah.
Because I bring it. If you don't maintain or surpass what I bring, it's gonna be slow for your set. So I had a show there. This was 3 years ago. That was my first professional. That was my first performance, and I just remember it was crazy. That was like, that's actually what made me like realize, okay, I know I like doing this for fun, but okay, maybe I should do this a little bit more, because I performed the song for the first time and people were rapping my words with me. That was a different feeling.
Wow.
It was like, whoa. It was real dope, bro. It was real dope.
Are there any ways that you believe that you've improved over the years?
Definitely. I'm starting to become, and I'm still improving. I'm still working on it. I'm finding different pockets. I'm finding more ways to be mechanical, while also just maintaining who I am and not conforming too much to what's happening. Being true to myself, but sharpening myself, finding different sounds. I've definitely gotten better. I have verses that are 2 or 3 years old, and I'm like, okay, I think about this verse now, and I'm like, dang, just the difference in the textures, you know what I mean, the rhyme schemes, the velocity, it's just different than what I was doing. So yes, I've definitely gotten better, no question about that.
That's fair. You said that you want to tap into like different styles and different genres.
Absolutely.
What genres do you want to tap into?
A little bit of trap, just for fun.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm like, it's not like I'm not from the streets. You know what I mean? I don't have ties to what's going on. So, because most of the time, a lot of my people are, they're like, it's like being old, right? I'm young, but the music I make is older. So I feel old a lot of times when I'm around my friends. And like, I know I'm in the loop for the most part, but there's a lot of people I don't know because I don't care really too much. Like if I hear it and I like it, cool. But if not, I'm not really worried about it. So there's a lot I don't know. But most of my peers, a lot of my people, that's what they're into right now. That's what's current. So a little bit of that just for fun. I want to do some R&B. I do want to do some R&B.
So are you going to be the singer, or are you going to have singers on, or a little bit of both?
Probably both. I would like to actually sing. I would actually like to sing. Like, and rarely sing. Like, I want to do like tiny desk concerts and things like that. Like,
Okay.
Shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah. The live
like
performance.
switch it up, like you know what I mean. Switch it up, like really sing, almost like how Mac Miller did shit too. You know what I'm saying? Like rest in peace to Mac Miller.
R.I.P.
You know what I mean? Shout out to him and Joey Badass because they were shout out to them because they like in high school they were really like shout out to them niggas, man. Wiz Khalifa too. But yeah, like just really sing, really croon, like you know what I mean? Like really go all out. I would not really pop too much, not rock too much, like folk rock maybe or something like
folk rock
for like something like. Yeah, bro, like Bob Dylan type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay,
like you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that'd be interesting, man.
Yeah,
interesting.
I gotta get with some like for that. I would have to get with some writers. I mean, I would have to get with some writers to help me arrange more so. I know what I want to say. It's just more about the arrangement. I'll have to tap in and figure it out over time. But think like, yeah, bro, like.
Do you play any instruments or just mostly?
Nope.
Okay.
I beatbox.
You beatbox. Okay. I guess that's an instrument, man.
I rap and I beatbox. I used to be real nice on the table. I was actually like the best in high school. It was like I was like top 3 easily for my class. Probably the best.
So, what is your favorite song of yours that you've made so far, and why?
Damn. I don't know if I have a favorite.
Why is that?
Because like they all mean something different. Damn.
Is there anyone that you're like especially proud of?
I would say probably the ones I don't write, cause I memorize some of my verses. So probably like those ones.
Okay.
So like Ghost of Guru off the Stubborn Balance project that Clockwise and I dropped in April. Shout out to my bro Clockwise. That was one of my toughest verses, I would say. So maybe that song, but that's a hard question, man. That was a good question.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I like questions like those.
Makes you think.
Damn, bro. That and One Way. Y'all make sure you all listen to that. It's on all digital streaming platforms.
Is that one of your newer songs?
Yeah, I just dropped it.
Okay.
2 weeks ago, almost 2 weeks ago. The video's out now too on YouTube, and probably because it came from a real place. I like the opening line is, "I'm taking it back. On the side, we really can rap." Like, you know what I'm saying? Like just that right there. I'm taking it back. We really can rap over here. Like this is not. We're not just making music just to make music. Like we really can rap. So
I think I actually did see that, and I saw in the description that you're releasing a new EP pretty soon, or you are anticipating a new EP. Can you talk about that a little bit?
I'm not gonna give a date yet because I'm still trying to solidify it, and I want to make sure it's concrete before I sit here and tell the people anything.
Of course.
But Eye of the Beholder is the name of the project. There will be between 6 and 8 songs on it. It's an EP.
Okay.
This first one will be all produced by Clockwise. But I have a lot of music that I'm recording and I have recorded, so I don't have to be too shy as far as like, I don't have to be stingy.
Okay.
I'm not gonna just give everybody everything all the time, but I don't have to be stingy because I'm working.
How often do you go to the studio?
I'm in there every week.
Wow. Okay. You got that work ethic.
And if not every week, every other week.
Okay. I did see that you do have a rap collective as well.
Chess Clan.
Chess Clan,
Yes, sir.
yes. Sorry, that was my
No,
bad.
it's all good.
So can you tell me a little bit about Chess Clan?
Well, certainly. So Chess Clan is myself, Clockwise, there's Glow Pilot, and we have affiliates.
Okay.
Right now it's on the hush only because I want them to make that. I want them to let it be known.
Okay.
They know who they are. Shout out to my affiliates. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the 2 individuals. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, but the Gem and the Ram. You know what I mean? That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna just throw those hints out there and throw those AKAs out there so they know who they are. The Gem and the Ram. You know what I mean? But yeah, Chess Clan right now officially, and the main members are me, myself, Clockwise, and my younger brother Glow Pilot. Glow Pilot is he's very behind the scenes. He's low key. He just kind of adds creative direction to what we have going on. He helps with the videos. He's present. he's muscle. You know what I mean? He just he does his thing clockwise. He engineers the sound, man. He you know, he orchestrates. He's a catalyst of movement, man. He makes the song. I get it going. You know, a lot of the times I'll come up with the hook, whatever the case is, or he'll come to me with a hook, and we just get it popping, man. But that's Chess Clan. Chess Clan is the movement. Merchandise. My Clockwise is CLOCKWHYSE on Instagram. Make sure you follow him. He also has shirts for sale. I'll be having merch for sale too soon. I'm orchestrating a lot of things, man. Yeah, I'm just starting to really move and get myself in line. But Chess Clan, we're a movement. You know, we stand for being yourself, just doing what you love doing, and thinking. Don't be a fool. Don't be out here misled. Use your mind. Understand what's happening around you. Don't play yourself, for real. Like, you have to really make sure everything is in straight. Understand the pieces on the board. And what that means is you have to understand who's around you and what purpose they serve. And Chess Clan is a Joe's World collective. So rest in peace to DJ. That's one of my biggest influences, one of my closest brothers and friends who's passed away, but he's a major influence in the battery in my back that I have. Okay. So, you know, we stem from that. And one of his sayings is work smarter, not harder. We have our next project coming out in the fall.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
Awesome. So do you have any projects under Chess Clan right now?
Yes, Stubborn Balance is out. We dropped that in April.
Okay.
It's called Stubborn Balance. It's on all digital streaming platforms as well. We're official. So make sure you listen to it. Chess Clan, all one word. And keep it all together.
So in 5 years, if your vision goes to plan, where do you see yourself? Where do you see Chess Clan? Where do you see yourself personally?
Either on tour, or I will be just in the industry. And if I'm not in the industry, then I will just be successful in my music and what I'm doing.
Okay.
That's what I envision within 5 years. I will be a business owner. I will have my shirts selling. I will be financially stable. And I will be so stable that I can start setting up stability for my family as well. Chess Clan, that's what we want to do. So everything I said for myself is what Chess Clan wants for themselves and each other.
Yeah.
So being financially free and stable, being able to live out our dreams without working on someone else's dream. Because that's what I'm doing. I work full time for somebody else. And I like what I do because I work for mental and behavioral health, and I help people who really need help. But I would like to do that on my own merit. I would like to be able to do that. Down the line, I want to open, or if not open, really contribute and be part of, you know, optic, you know, things for people who have optic issues, you know what I mean, people who have issues with their eyes. Just because I can relate, I have my own issues. I have a combination of things that are, you know, that I was born with. I had surgery for my eye when I was 1.5 years, and my eye gradually went back to how it is now. Okay. So for me, this is who I'm supposed to be. You know what I mean? Because it was like God said, these people try to fix you, but no, you didn't need to be fixed. This is who you are.
Yeah.
That's what the universe said. So now I just have a understanding. You know, I'm not disabled, I'm not handicapped, but there are people who are. And I just, you know, I want to be able to give back and really put efforts into that. And of course my community and just things like that. So in 5 years, if I'm not already there, I'll be right there to start really orchestrating and organizing all of this.
So you've been making music professionally for about 3 years now. Mm-hmm. In your 3 years of making music, what do you think is the biggest challenge you've had to overcome so far?
Being consistent.
What do you
because mean? You have to have money. It's an investment. Music, this shit's not sweet. You can sit here and make songs. If you're not somebody who if you're not the man who's in the studio, and even that man has to invest money. Everything costs money. like in life, it's the same thing with music. Everything costs money. You have to pay for a beat. If you're not connected with someone who's making a beat, if you're going to lay this stuff down, if you're not the person who's mixing and engineering your own stuff, you have to pay someone to do that.
What do you hope to achieve by the end of the year? This could be like music. This can be a personal goal. Really, anything.
There's a couple of things I'm trying. There's a lot. I can't. I won't get too deep into the personal goals. I'll say one of them is just being more financially stable, for sure.
Good goal.
More streams of income. And I want to start being on more stages.
Okay.
I want to start being heard more in local areas. I want people to play my music the same way they play a lot of the trap shit around here. I want to be respected. So I have to demand it. And what that means is I'm going to start hitting a lot of open mics. I want to start going to shows. And I want my name to start circulating. So when you think of hip hop in Massachusetts, you have to look at me.
Yep.
So I'm going to start taking literally just everything I can, everything that's in my grasp.
So, yeah, before we go, do you want to just tell the audience anything? This could be really any announcements, any shows you have coming up, any music, really anything. The platform is yours.
So no, my plan, I want to conclude. By the end of the year, I'm going to hit a lot of local stages.
Okay.
And my hopes in doing that are to be on a lot of main stages.
Okay.
Or at least main stages in this state. That starts setting up for later on.
Of course.
Number one. But right now, listen out for everything I have out. Stream my music. That would be real helpful. I'm working. I've been working. So there's a couple of singles from MC Eyeflo, MC Eyeflo, and then there are Chess Clan projects out. So we actually have 2 projects out with Chess Clan. We have Stubborn Balance that is on all digital streaming platforms. And you can listen to that now. And then we also have a project on YouTube from last year, a mixtape called Taurus with the Libra Scale. So we used a lot of the old hip hop joints and we just rocked on them. So that was, a real capsule for real. So if you're just on YouTube, Taurus, zodiac sign with the Libra scale, like Taurus with the Libra scale. Because I'm a Taurus, he's a Libra. So Taurus with the Libra scale.
Nice.
But you can listen to our music, Taurus with the Libra Scale, Stubborn Balance, or listen to my music. I am on all digital streaming platforms. Eye the Beholder is going to be coming out this summer. I will say that. I can't, like I said, I'm not going to give a date, but it will be this summer, and it's going to be very soon.
I'm excited, man. I'm excited. Thank you once again for coming on. I really do appreciate it. That's really all the questions I have.